Hey neighbor, if you ever thought you wanted to grow cantaloupes or watermelons in a small space, maybe your backyard, and you was concerned you didn't have the right equipment or the right amount of space, I think we have figured out a way for you to be successful doing that. We've got a great crop of cantaloupes and watermelons growing on this lazy garden kit. So we grew a variety called Tasty Bites this year, which is a new cantaloupe variety for us, and it is a smaller type cantaloupe. It's not one of those great big ones, but it's a good one because it has really good flavor, and it actually turned out to be easy to grow. Now what we did, folks, is we grew it on this lazy garden kit right here. We got the plug and play irrigation, so we got drip irrigation, but we was able to put this right here on a 15 by 30 plot. It controlled our weeds, so we didn't have to cultivate any. Now I hand pulled just a few weeds in here. For the most part, we didn't have any weeds. We was able to inject most of our fertilizer through our drip system here. So we made one heck of a crop of cantaloupes on a small space. Now we probably already harvested 15 or 20 of these cantaloupes, and I still got a bunch of them in here. I was going to try to count them up and tell you what the yield is, but heck, I don't know. I'd say we probably got at least 40 ripe cantaloupes now, and we got some green ones in there coming along. So we're going to have one heck of a harvest. Now, I am not a huge fan of cantaloupes. I grew these for my wife, Mama Hoss, because she loves them, and I hadn't grown cantaloupes in a while. And I really wanted to try this new variety called Tasty Bites. So let me show you when it's ready to pick a ripe cantaloupe, and we may even taste one. All right, so you look here, these cantaloupes in there everywhere. These 4 ripe ones right here, and just a dead gum wad of them right there. So when that cantaloupe gets nice and yellow like that is right there, it's ready to pick. And what you will notice is when you get ready to pick it, it's where the stem is right here. That stem's gonna come off real easy. I know you couldn't see it, but that stem popped off there just with me twisting that cantaloupe. So that cantaloupe right there is ready for the picking. Now, the reason you want to grow your own cantaloupes is because when the farmers or the commercial guys grow cantaloupes, they're going to pick these things somewhat green because they got to have transition time in there and store shelf time in there before these things get ripe. And they're not going to have quite the complex flavor as what it is when you come out here and pick a vine ripe cantaloupe. This flavor of this cantaloupe here is going to be more profound, and it's going to pop a lot more than that cantaloupe that was picked half ripe and then ripened up on the shelf here. So what you say, let's take our knife and cut this open, see what it looks like inside. Look at there, ain't that pretty? I'll tell you what, instead of me just barreling down on that right there, I'm gonna cut it up like here, like I ought to do. I don't look like I'm so messy. Now that's loaded with flavor, and I'm not a huge cantaloupe fan. Now one thing about these Tasty Bites here, they have kind of a tropical flavor to them. The best thing I can equate it to, sort of like a mango. It's got a little twist on there, so it is a little more flavorful than your average cantaloupe is. Now that one right there is pretty good size. Some of them are smaller than that, but that is plenty of cantaloupe for 1 or 2 people. Now we did have a lot of rain this spring, so I got a little bit of disease in there, but we're gonna make one heck of a crop. Some of my vines is looking a little rough in here, but we've kept them watered. We've kept them fertilized with our drip irrigation. I didn't get quite as much fertilizer to them as I wanted because I had all that rain and I didn't need to water and I didn't need to shoot fertilizer in there. So I wasn't able to fertilize them just like I wanted to, but I did pre-plant with some complete organic, and I think that saved my crop and helped me to make a bunch of cantaloupes. We're gonna have plenty of cantaloupes to eat and plenty of cantaloupes to give away. A 15 by 30 plot right there with one heck of a harvest. Hey neighbor, well here's what I love to grow. Watermelons, love to grow them and love to eat them worse than anybody you've ever seen. Man, I just love watermelon. This plot right here, I grew with 2 of the 15 by 30 lazy garden kits. I put them together, so I got a 30 by 30 plot of watermelons, and they've done pretty good. This variety right here is called Sweetie Pie. We was trialing it out to see if we want to add it for next year. I'm pretty sure it's going to make the cut. It showed to be very good. It worked in some adverse situations, easy to grow. And if it tastes as good as I think it is, we're probably going to add it. It is a seeded variety, and it's not one of those great big watermelons. It's a smaller watermelon that I think is probably going to work out for us. Now, let's talk about some things that went wrong. Now, this is the first time I've grown melons on the Lazy Garden Kit, but I knew it was going to be ideal because we fight weeds with watermelons because they're a vining crop and they vine out, and it's nearly impossible to do mechanical cultivation in there. So I had an idea it was going to work wonderful for melons, and it has, but there has been an issue that I really didn't count on. We've had some torrential rains this spring. I'm talking about more than usual. We had 2 rains that come down, and then we got 6 inches in each rain about 2 weeks apart. So they was a few weeks there we couldn't get in the garden and do anything. So I had moisture there that I didn't count on. Now I had my drip irrigation here, and I had figured on taking my fertilizer injector and injected all my fertilizer in there. Luckily, I did, when I planted these, incorporate complete organic in the rows where I planted them as a pre-plant. That ended up saving my day there because I was needing to get fertilizer to these watermelons, but I had too much moisture, so I didn't need to put water in there to get my fertilizer to it because I was going to start other problems. So I didn't fertilize them like I wanted to. In hindsight, what I should have done was I should have put more of a pre-plant underneath this all over and worked it in than I did. I just put strips in there where I was going to plant the complete organic. If I had incorporated that complete organic in my whole bed underneath there, as them vines grew and those roots grew and reached out there and got that fertilizer, I would have been in better shape because I wouldn't have had to put no water out there or irrigation to move my fertilizer, and it would have been there. That I didn't do. I didn't count on that. I just didn't count on that adverse weather. If we'd had a normal season, hey, that pre-plant underneath there, with me shooting that fertilizer through there, would have been perfect. But I ended up with a good bit of disease. I didn't get quite as much vine growth as I wanted, but still, we're gonna make a pretty good crop here. I started counting them up last night, late yesterday afternoon, and I figure if everything goes well, we're gonna get close to 100 watermelons off this 30 by 30 spot, which is pretty dadgum good. So, neighbor, if you got a small area, you never grown melons before, you want to grow cantaloupes or watermelons, I think this Lazy Garden Kit here is going to be the way for you to go. You don't have to have no expensive or elaborate equipment. You just lay it out there, pin it down, plug and play irrigation system, drip system there. Works pretty good.